Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. I want to share some stuff that I picked up from Max Lucado from his book On the Anvil. So he talks about being a sideliner. He was on the varsity football team, but he was a sideliner. So I view it sort of this way. When first year I played Little League Baseball, I played right field. I would go in the game when there was 2 outs in the 6th inning. We won the championship that year. I didn't get a hit. I didn't get a walk. I never got on base. And I didn't play very much. And I still remember for the championship game, I remember running out to right field with 2 outs in the final inning. And the guy out there is just like, oh, we're going to win the championship. And now he's going to have to come off the bench to celebrate. Well, anyway, Max knew what that was like. And so his first time as a varsity football player, he looked down the sideline and about at the beginning of the middle of the third quarter, and he's like, where's the coach? Max isn't in the game, so he goes down and finds another sideliner. He's like, where's the coach? He says, oh, he's up in the press box. He's like, oh, what's he doing? Getting warm? Was he getting a cup of coffee? And the guy said, no, he's getting perspective. Now in pro football, a lot of times they have like a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator up in the press box where they can get a better bird's eye view of what's going on. I don't know how hockey coaches and football coaches can really understand from this level what's happening. I don't know. You got to get above it. And God is always above. God always has the press box perspective, so to speak. I remember the illustration years ago that if you're in a train yard, I don't know if you've ever been downtown Chicago near like Soldier Field, if you cross that pedestrian bridge, if you're on the ground level, you see all these trains and it's madness. But if you're up above, you can understand how someone could coordinate all of it. Here's the thing, God's always above everything to coordinate things. He understands what's going on. And here's the other thing is when God's up there in the press box looking down, he understands what happened yesterday. You don't have to explain it to him. No splaining needed, okay? He understands exactly what's happening today. And on top of all that, he knows what's going to happen tomorrow. And so he's the one that we want to get perspective from. And that's why we want to hang out with him. Because we're down here, we get caught up in the nitty-gritty stuff, and we don't have perspective. Some of you might have a baby that's crying all the time. Some of you've got children that are going like 16 directions all over the place. We've got schedules that just press us to do so many different things. It used to be like the phone would ring, and you had an answering machine at home. Now, the phone's with you. My phone could ring right now. It's my timer for this, except that I've got an airline mode. So I don't think that it will. But not only ringing, but we get texts, we get emails, and all kinds of stuff. And it's so easy to lose perspective. And so I think Jesus would say to us, come away with me for a while. I love what it says that in Mark. Come away with me for a while, and I'll give you rest. Why? Because we get so caught up. But when we take the time to go up in the press box with Jesus, we get perspective. We get a fresh outlook on the life that we're living day to day. And so I just encourage you, the year is young, set aside some time to go up to the press box, hang out with Jesus, and let him give you some fresh perspective on your life and even on the world around you. God bless you. Have a great week.